Little people, big world. Zach, Tori Roloff announce major shakeup. See ya. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel, USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. When Zach and Tori Roloff, beloved stars of Little People, Big World, LPBW, say, "See ya," it's not just a casual goodbye, it's the latest in a series of stunning twists that have left fans reeling. Over nearly 2 decades, the Roloff family's ups, downs, feuds and farm fights have captivated millions. But Zach and Tori's major life change is more than just TV drama, it's a testament to the growing pains of fame, family, and finding peace in the public eye. In this deep dive, we'll break down exactly what's behind their bombshell announcement, explore how it impacts the Roloff legacy, and highlight how fans and insiders are reacting to this turning point. Zach Roloff is one of Matt and Amy Roloff's 4 children, and the only sibling to appear regularly on the long-running TLC show since its debut in 2006. Fans have watched Zach grow from a shy, sports-loving teenager into a father of 3 and a voice of reason amid his family's complicated dynamics. Tori Patton, now Roloff, joined the family's orbit in 2010 when she started dating Zach. Their sweet love story, marked by relatable moments and honest vulnerability, quickly made them fan favorites. Tori's warmth, sense of humor, and openness about parenting, miscarriage, and body image struggles have endeared her to viewers, making their exit all the more shocking. When Zach and Tori teased, "See ya," in a joint Instagram post, fans were both heartbroken and supportive. But what does it mean exactly? Are they leaving the show for good? Are they moving away from the Roloff Farms drama? Or are they stepping away from the public eye altogether? The couple clarified in a follow-up statement. They're moving on from certain parts of the LPBW universe to focus on what matters most: family, privacy, and new adventures. They've hinted at wanting to give their kids Jackson, Lila, and Josiah a childhood that's less in the spotlight. While the Roloff family's tensions have been bubbling for years, the last few seasons brought things to a boiling point. The now infamous Roloff Farms feud between Matt Roloff and his sons, especially Zach, fractured the family in ways that fans are still trying to untangle. When Matt decided to sell part of the farm rather than pass it down to Zach, many saw it as the final straw. Zach and Tori packed up and bought a new home in Battleground, Washington, a move that physically and emotionally distanced them from the farm drama. But even after the move, the filming demands and constant speculation never really stopped. Tori has always been refreshingly honest on social media, and she didn't hold back this time either. In a candid Instagram live, she explained, "We've loved sharing our story, but we're realizing how important it is for our kids to grow up with some privacy. The show brought us so many blessings, but it also brought challenges. It's time to say see ya to the parts that don't serve us anymore." Tori also addressed fans' questions about whether they'd do a spin-off or a YouTube channel instead. Her answer? Never say never, but for now, they want to hit pause and focus on each other. Reactions to Zach and Tori's shakeup have been mixed but mostly supportive. Many longtime viewers agree that the constant tension between Matt and Zach took a toll that was visible on camera. They deserve peace and happiness. "I'll miss seeing the kids grow up, but I get it," wrote one fan on Reddit. Others are more skeptical, wondering if this is just a publicity move. After all, the LPBW franchise has reinvented itself multiple times. Could this be another twist to keep people hooked? But insiders close to the family insist this is the real deal. Zach and Tori are tired of being caught in the crossfire. One of the biggest questions now is how Zach's father, Matt Roloff, feels about the announcement. Matt has always been business-minded, keen to keep the show alive, but he also knows his kids are the heart of the franchise. A source close to the Roloffs told In Touch that Matt was sad but not surprised by Zach and Tori's decision. They added, "He's hopeful this will help heal the family, but he also knows there's a lot of hurt feelings that won't just go away overnight. The big farm sale fallout still lingers." Fans have speculated that Zach's departure may be the nail in the coffin for the original vision of Roloff Farms staying in the family. Time will tell. Amy Roloff, now remarried to Chris Marek, has been vocal about supporting her kids no matter what. On a recent Instagram Live, Amy said, "I'm proud of Zach and Tori for doing what's best for their family. We've all been through a lot. They're wonderful parents, they'll figure out what's next. Chris Marek, ever the peacemaker, added that he hopes this new chapter helps Zach and Tori find joy again without the cameras in their faces all the time. This is the million-dollar question. Zach and Tori have been the show's emotional core in recent years. With Jeremy and Audrey Roloff gone, Jacob and Isabel wanting no part of the spotlight, and Molly Roloff living her own private life, the show's future feels shaky. Some fans are speculating that TLC may shift focus to Matt and Karen Chandler's wedding plans or potential big farm developments. Others think the network might finally let the show end on a high note after nearly 25 seasons. So what do Zach and Tori plan to do now that they've said, "See ya"? Zach and Tori have always put Jackson, Lila, and Josiah first. They're eager to let their kids experience normal milestones without a camera crew following their every move. Rumors have swirled that they may launch a children's book or podcast about parenting, dwarfism awareness, and family life. Tori's social media influence remains strong, so sponsorships and collaborations are likely to keep flowing. Fans shouldn't rule out a future TV return. Many reality stars find their way back to the screen when the timing feels right. Tori has teased that they'd love to share big moments on their own terms, possibly through YouTube or a docuseries. Whether you love them or side-eye the family drama, it's impossible to ignore what the Roloffs have meant to reality TV. Little People, Big World broke barriers by spotlighting dwarfism in an honest, relatable way. Zach has often spoken about how representation was worth the trade-off, even when life under the microscope got messy. Their exit highlights an ongoing question about the impact of reality TV on real families. How much is too much? When does sharing become oversharing? Zach and Tori's decision may inspire other reality stars to rethink their boundaries. One former crew member who worked with the Roloffs for over a decade shared with The Sun, Zach and Tori are the glue. Their exit isn't just about wanting more privacy, it's about exhaustion. The cameras, the feuds, the endless social media commentary, it's a lot. They want to reclaim their peace. Another family friend hinted that Matt and Zach's relationship might actually heal better off camera, without the added pressure of fan speculation. Could Zach and Tori's departure push Matt to finally sell the rest of the farm? Could we see more big moves from Amy and Chris? Or maybe even a spin-off with Karen Chandler and her grown kids? The possibilities are endless, but the heart of the show will always be the family that started it all. Zach and Tori Roloff's See More Than a Goodbye. It's a bold statement about putting family first in a world that loves to pry. Fans will miss their humor, honesty, and adorable kids, but many agree it's the right call. For now, the Roloffs will keep growing, loving, feuding, and healing, just maybe a little more privately. And as for Little People, Big World, only time will tell if the farm gates will ever truly close. Little People, Big World. Zach and Tori Roloff dish on whether they'd return to reality TV. When Little People, Big World first aired on TLC back in 2006, audiences were instantly captivated by the Roloff family's genuine and relatable dynamic, made unique by the fact that both Matt and Amy Roloff, as well as their son Zach, have dwarfism. What began as a simple glimpse into the everyday lives of a family running a farm in Oregon evolved into one of reality TV's most enduring and beloved series. Over nearly 2 decades, viewers have witnessed countless milestones, the ups and downs of Matt and Amy's marriage, their eventual divorce, the next chapters in their romantic lives, and the growing pains that come with raising a family in the public eye. Yet, amidst all this, Zach Roloff became a steady thread, the one Roloff child who chose to stay front and center on the show long after his siblings had stepped away from the spotlight. Together with his wife, Tori Roloff, Zach carried the torch for Little People, Big World into its later seasons. The couple's sweet love story, their journey through parenthood, and their honest approach to life's challenges made them fan favorites. But in 2024, the couple made headlines when they announced they'd be stepping away from the cameras, at least for now. Fans have been wondering ever since, will Zach and Tori ever return to reality TV? What really led to their departure? And could their growing family one day find its way back to the small screen? Let's dive deep into their journey, their reflections on reality TV fame, and what the future might hold. Zach's entire young adult life has played out on national television. From his teenage years, soccer matches, and early dating days, fans have watched him navigate the unique challenges of living with achondroplasia dwarfism in a world built for average-sized people. When Tori entered the picture, she quickly became a bright spot in the series. Their wedding episode was one of the show's most watched, a fairy tale moment under the big Oregon sky, complete with tearful vows and lots of family drama behind the scenes. Viewers cheered them on as they transitioned into married life, bought their first home, and welcomed 3 beautiful children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. As much as the show chronicled major milestones, it also captured quiet moments. Tori's candid confessions about postpartum struggles, Zach's surgeries, and their efforts to give their children as normal a childhood as possible while navigating the added layer of public scrutiny. Over time, their segments became the emotional heartbeat of Little People, Big World, especially as Matt and Amy's split shifted the family's dynamics. In early 2024, fans were shocked when Zach and Tori confirmed they'd decided to stop filming. While they didn't slam the door on reality TV forever, they were clear it was time for a break. So what changed? According to the couple, the decision was deeply personal. "We've shared so much of our lives for so long," Tori explained during an Instagram Q&A. "But there comes a point where you realize you want to keep some moments just for you and your family." Their exit wasn't just about privacy, though. Behind the scenes, tension within the Roloff family reportedly played a role. Longtime fans know the ongoing rift over Roloff Farms has caused a lot of friction. When Matt decided to put part of the farm up for sale rather than sell to Zach and Tori, the disappointment was palpable and played out for millions to see. Some insiders claim that lingering resentment made filming uncomfortable. There's also the practical side. Filming a reality show isn't just about being yourself on camera, it's a grueling schedule, constant production crew in your space, and the stress of editing that can sometimes twist real-life events for dramatic effect. For Zach and Tori, the mental and emotional toll, plus the desire to protect their kids, became too big to ignore. Stepping away from Little People, Big World didn't mean stepping out of the spotlight entirely. Zach and Tori remain incredibly active on social media. Tori's Instagram is a treasure trove of adorable snapshots, unfiltered mom life moments, and honest reflections that remind fans why they fell in love with her in the first place. From camping trips to sweet sibling moments between Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, their followers still get an inside look, but on the couple's terms. It's the perfect middle ground between total privacy and total exposure, and it seems to be working. Tori recently passed 1 million followers, and brand partnerships have become a steady source of income. Zach, meanwhile, continues to coach youth soccer and focus on his health. He's still open about the surgeries and physical hurdles that come with his condition, using his platform to raise awareness about dwarfism and advocate for inclusion. Their new chapter has been filled with milestones that they didn't have to share with producers and an audience of millions. Birthdays, holidays, first days of school, the Roloffs are savoring these moments as a family of 5, without the looming pressure of whether it will make for good TV. So, would they ever say yes to reality TV again? According to the couple, the answer isn't a simple no. "We'll never say never," Tori told fans during a candid podcast appearance. "I think we've learned that you can't close the door completely because you don't know what the future holds. But right now, we're really enjoying life without the cameras." For Zach, the idea of returning would hinge on the purpose. He's hinted that if they felt there was a story that needed telling, perhaps something that could shed light on dwarfism awareness, or inspire families facing similar challenges, they'd consider it. What's clear is that any future venture would look different. If we ever did go back to TV, it would have to be on our own terms, in a way that feels right for our kids, Tori emphasized. "We don't want to feel like we're sacrificing their childhood for entertainment." Fans have floated the idea of a spin-off, something more intimate and focused solely on their young family, with more control over what's shown. A YouTube channel or a docu-series that they produce themselves could be an option. For now, though, the Roloffs seem content to take things day by day. One of the biggest reasons Zach and Tori stepped away was to protect their children's sense of normalcy. Jackson and Lila, now old enough to notice the presence of cameras and recognize that people know who they are, have asked tough questions. Why do people want to take our picture? Why do people know my name? It's a reminder that reality TV kids don't always get a say in the fame they inherit. Tori has spoken openly about wanting her children to have a voice in what parts of their lives are shared. If they decide one day they want to do TV, that's their choice, she said.